We're not going to lose. We're going to win. We're going to win.
I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is.
Good evening. I'd like to provide the American people with an update on our efforts to protect the integrity of our very important 2020 election. If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
Well, that's a different type of concession speech. Well, let's play one more. Here we go.
For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. Hamanda aka ata raka teda bakan dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now.
What?
They're coming here. They're coming here. In the name of...
We did it. We did it, Joe.
I don't believe it was Joe. You know who it was? Crooked Hillary Muslim.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
As we know, Donald Trump seems to have no interest in conceding to the fact that he lost this election. Joe Biden has won. He is the president-elect.
Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
Trump plans to barricade himself in the Oval Office and refuse to come out if Biden wins. He has told those closest to him that he refuses and will not concede. Donald Trump is not reasonable and he has no dignity. So instead, he's decided he'll keep fighting this thing well beyond the point that it's hugely embarrassing to do so, writes Vanity Fair. And even after that fails, refuse to acknowledge that he lost and that Joe Biden is going to be president. Trump apparently thinks he can just go on being president, even if the American people have fired him. According to CNN, Trump reportedly has not prepared a concession speech. It's amazing.
They used to write nothing about me. Now I average probably about 4 or 5 stories a day on the front page. Someday they're going to give me a good one. Watch. It might be tomorrow.
Okay, you're fired. Okay, you're fired. Call it already. Everybody knows he won. Everybody knows Biden won. Let's go, right?
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
No, it doesn't depend. You could barricade yourself in all you want, you lunatic dictator wannabe. But at some point, the Secret Service has to come and remove you from the building and then clear out the stench. And so we can have a president that actually believes in America.
A spokesperson for Joe Biden said the United States government is perfectly capable of escorting trespassers out of the White House. In other words, hit the road, Mar-a-Lago, you're gone.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
That's right. Imagine if he got charged with trespassing on top of everything else.
It's not a thing in America. It's not a thing in America. For you to say, I'm not gonna leave no matter what, even if everyone says you've lost the election.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
Means you never believed in America. Un-American, un-American, un-American.
In the event that Trump does have to be removed from the White House, this is how they'll do it.
By the biggest train you've ever seen. My underpants are going right up.
They go out through the roof.
We're doing incredible wedgie. Oh, I can see my own hotel.
Yeah,
if you count the legal votes, I easily win.
Looking past Election Day was bad luck. The delicate matter of a loss and the potential post-presidential life was not discussed widely among his team and was not raised often with the president, who believed adamantly he would win. Now people around Trump are working to identify who might be able to communicate to him the stark reality.
We're not going to lose. We're going to win. We're going to win. True story. I think we're going to win everything. We win everything.
from here on in. We win everything.
I'm taking a chance when I say that you don't even have to vote for me. I said, how are we doing? They said, sir, you're going to win easy. That's pretty good. This doesn't seem like someone who's going to come in second. Do you agree?
When you see what's going to happen with the great red wave.
But you gotta stop crying now, Donnie. Okay, you've been crying for days and days. We gotta pack up, we gotta go, okay?
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. And it's been properly acknowledged, actually, by the media. They were, I think, very impressed, but that was after the fact. That doesn't do us any good.
You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. Democrats are the party of the big donors, the big media, the big tech.
And you're detached from reality, and they have to send your grown adult daughter to talk you down. They say, Donnie, we might have to leave at some point, okay? And so that's the conversation we're having now.
We were winning in all the key locations by a lot, actually. And then our numbers started miraculously getting whittled away.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
We can't let that happen to the United States of America. It's not a question of who wins, Republican, Democrat, Joe, myself. We can't let that happen to our country. We can't be disgraced by having something like this happen.
Together, we will make America great again.
COVID-19 put America first, but only at the top of the international league table of death. Yet the president, for months, played down the dangers.
This is like a flu.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
He said, I think Donald Trump is an artful liar. I think he is a greedy, vicious, and arrogant man.
Well, I don't know, is that supposed to be a compliment or not?
The President of the United States of America.
High office never did dilute the essence of Trump. For the first time in generations, America's foreign policy took an isolationist turn.
The United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord.
He shoved aside NATO leaders and went where no president had gone before.
You will be the first US president to cross the border.
I'd be very proud to do that. Okay, let's do it. Come on.
Over the border into communist North Korea. Trump showed a preference for dictators over Democrats. And when Britain laid on a royal welcome, Trump offended protocol by stepping in front of the Queen. America first, indeed. At home, he cut taxes and the stock market boomed. In Congress, he survived impeachment and ruled by Twitter decree. In one typical salvo, he declared himself a very stable genius, while critics were dismissed with 2 words.
You are fake news.
Harder to dismiss America's widening racial divide and a resurgent far right.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Then the dying words of George Floyd gave rise to the powerful Black Lives Matter movement.
George Floyd! George Floyd!
Trump's response to send riot police to clear a path outside the White House so he could pose for the most surreal photo call of his presidency. All this in the midst of the pandemic.
And don't forget, Dr. Fauci, what he said is, no, don't close it to China. I said, I'm sorry, doctor, you're a wonderful man. And he is a nice man. You're a wonderful man, I'm closing it. I saved thousands of lives. He admitted that 2 months later. 2 months later. And Dr. Fauci said, don't put on masks. You see the thing. And now he says, put on masks. And they say, you know, he's a wonderful guy. And he is a wonderful guy, I like him. He just happens to have a very bad arm.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
If they're foe, let's take care of those son of a bitches. Look at that. He's a corrupt politician. You see it? Now they say the laptop, Schiff, watermelon head, Schiff. That laptop was produced by Russia. Here we go again. Russia. Russia. Here we go again. Can you imagine what they must think of it? These people are crazy.
So one possibility is that he will run again in 2024, although he'd be 78 years old.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
Thank you very much. Enough with that. Not only are we taking the White House back, we're taking that song back too.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
Thank you very much. Oh, that was uncomfortable. Everybody, thank you for joining in tonight. I'm Jimmy. I'm the host. I'm the captain of the dance team here at the show. For the first time in about 4 years, it's looking like there's no need to feel down. Ding dong, the witch hunt is almost dead. The winged monkeys are about to fly out of the White House. The cowardly liars hitting the yellow brick road. And I don't know about you, but I would not want to be Donald Trump's My Pillow tonight. He is liable to chew right through that thing. What a day for the president. Pennsylvania, Georgia turned out to be bluer than Mitch McConnell's hands. The presumptive president-elect Joe Biden addressed the nation tonight, and this is unprecedented. Part of the reason why this is so hard for Donald Trump to swallow is because he went around telling everyone how easy it will be to beat Joe Biden.
I'm running against the single worst candidate in the history of presidential politics. And you know what that does? That puts more pressure on me. Can you imagine if you lose to a guy like this?
Mitt Romney, who wrote, the president is within his rights to request recounts, blah, blah, blah. He is wrong to say that the election is rigged, corrupt, and stolen. Doing so damages the cause of freedom here and around the world, weakens the institutions that lie at the foundation of the republic, and recklessly inflames destructive and dangerous passions. That's the closest Mitt Romney gets to writing porn, but it's right. And what's going on is wrong. Trump's stupid sons keep tweeting stupid things, totally irresponsible things. They know this election wasn't rigged. And for those who keep saying the Democrats cheated, I want to remind you that in order to prevent people other than him from voting by mail, Donald Trump had the post office uproot mailboxes, okay? He's embarrassed and desperate. And here's the thing. Losing is never fun, especially for a guy like Donald Trump. But he did say we'd get tired of all the winning. And look, he was right. We did. He finished second. He got the silver medal. It's not so bad being number two. It's pretty good. Ivanka's your number 2 kid. We know she's your favorite. Clay Aiken was number 2. Justin Guarini was number 2. When was the last time you took a test and they required a number 1 pencil? Never. Alexander Hamilton came in second in a duel. He went on to star in a major Broadway musical.
If your chick come close to me, she ain't going home where she supposed to be. I'm getting money like I'm supposed to be. I'm getting money like I'm supposed to be. Oh, all my close to me, and all the mother knew where they supposed to be. Oh.